Might be hard to believe, but the 2023-24 NFL season has officially come to an end. And with the Lombardi Trophy landing in Kansas City, it's time to wrap up the season. We'll be right back with Keeping Score, so don't go away. Hello everyone, and welcome to the season finale of NFL Keeping Score. As you all know, I'm your host JP, and a season for the books to say the least, with Kansas City unfortunately winning the Super Bowl for the second year in a row. On today's episode, we'll be looking back on our picks for the big game and reveal the winner of this year's title. So without further ado, let's get into our show. Alright, so today we are joined by, we got M-Dog over there. M-Dog, I know you're a little upset about how things have turned out, but how you doing?
I'm upset about a lot of things. You know, the game, the aftermath, this show, everything. I'll get to it later. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Interview the other panelists.
All right. Anyway, Big Daddy, how you doing? How's everything going?
I'm good, JP. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
I'm going to try and keep him in check as best I can, but we'll see what we can do.
All right. I appreciate that. It's going to be tough to handle on my own.
Yeah, I think so. All
right. Anyway, on the left, we got Candyman. Candyman, how you feeling?
JP, I'm feeling confused about this show right now. We haven't even got started, but we'll have fun. We'll wrap up the Super Bowl 58 post-game stuff, and we'll have some fun today.
Fair enough. All right. And Wi-Fi, that one. All right. How you doing?
Holding back laughter right now. I don't know what's going on. I'm just as confused as Candyman over here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see what happens.
All right. I guess we're gonna have to get into that.
Get some clarity.
Lay it on the line for
we'll get
these
some
guys.
clarity.
Oh, it's going to be fine.
They don't even understand what's going on here.
All right. Anyway, so needless to say, pretty decent Super Bowl matchup. So take a little look at that. Chiefs Niners. Second Super Bowl in history to go to overtime. So what we did is we took three pivotal moments. Right now we got the 49ers trick play was the opening touchdown of the game. Made it 10-0. So let's go take a look at that.
Juwan Jennings, trick play. Oh, this ball's in the air for a long time. McCaffrey's able to pull it down, and he's going in for the touchdown. Juwan Jennings with a touchdown pass. Felt like it took forever to get there.
It was scary. It is wide open, but Bolton had a shot at it, and he just doesn't quite get there. It's a great job by the offensive lineman. Burford for San Francisco. Watch at the end of this. This ball's going to be intercepted right here. He's coming to get it, and Burford hits him. And that allows the opening, and Kyle Shanahan says...
Yeah, so as you guys can see, super huge play. Opening touchdown, put it in, made it a 2-score game. So I think we go to M-Dog. What are you thinking? What do we see about that?
Let me tell you something. The 49ers had nothing. All they had was a trick in their back pocket. I mean, if that didn't work out, it would have been even a more boring game. I mean, are you kidding me? Oh, it was boring until the very end. I mean, come on. It was a boring game. That trick play, if that doesn't exist, the Niners got nothing, man. Give it to the GOAT. I like the
Fair enough.
Give it to the GOAT.
All right. Taking action. All right, Mikhail, what do you see in there?
I think that, honestly, it was a good play because I think that it really caught Kansas City's defense off guard, which is already struggling at that point in the game. Mm-hmm. Not too much to comment on it because it was pretty early, honestly, but it was able to really get momentum going towards San Francisco.
Yeah, no, for sure. All right, so for our second play, 49ers muffed a punt, and that was big. I mean, change of possession, gave the Chiefs good field position, so I think we can go take a look at that.
And there's never been one return for a touchdown.
Oh, you just threw it out there.
Want some odds on that? Ball scooped up and he touched it. It's a fumble and it's a recovery by Kansas City.
You knew something was happening there. You just felt it.
I just wasn't sure what it was.
Nostradamus again. We knew the special teams advantage went San Francisco's way. Did McLeod think one of his teammates hit it or something?
I can't imagine why he tried to pick it up.
It did. It was actually smart by him to try and get it. He's exactly right.
It did. It hit the back of the foot of a teammate.
I remember talking about that with my family when we watched it.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, as you guys can see, pivotal play. So I think we're going to go to Candyman. What do you see going on?
I want to revert back to the first Jennings pass to McCaffrey. When that pass was thrown, I thought it was going to be picked.
Yeah,
But
no,
it wasn't. It barely
definitely
got through. I just think that was just an unfortunate mishap where it hit the other 49er's foot, and he had to try to, get the ball. So, but they were going to let it bounce. They were going to let the Chiefs field it and lay where it may. But that's just kind of an unfortunate thing that happened to the Niners. So.
Yeah, you really hate to see that, especially I think most of us were going with the – no, were we going with the Niners? I forgot what the picks were.
I think a lot of people – I picked the Chiefs, but I didn't want to see them win. I think a lot of people wanted to see the Niners win personally.
Yeah, especially that really shifted momentum for the Chiefs.
I'm getting a little off track, but, they come out, McCaffrey has 2 huge carries, then fumbles. I thought that could have been a turning point, but then in the second quarter – Pacheco fumbled. So there were a lot of miscues. A lot of somebody said boring play in the first half. I thought it was good defensive play with 2 turnovers. You don't like to see sloppy football in the Super Bowl. You want to see the 2 best teams go at it. You want to see clean football. You want to see sharp plays. And I didn't think it was boring. I just thought it was very defensive minded. But getting back to this play we're just looking at, just a unfortunate miscue that happened for the Niners.
Yeah, well said.
That's my take.
Yeah, all right, there you go. Well, I think we go over to Big Daddy, give you a shot. Anything else you want to add?
Karma. It's all about karma. So that kind of play happened against the Lions in their playoff game, and it changed the whole game. So I'm going to just say karma. I wanted the 49ers to win. I picked them to win the game, but unfortunately karma came back and bit them. So it happens.
It's a very forgiving Lions fan rooting for the Niners in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You're a good man. You're a good man, Big Daddy.
It's one of those things that if the team beat us, then I want them to go all the way to the end.
Yeah.
So
you want to lose to the best.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Good. All right. Anyway, so our third pivotal moment, the former Jet legend himself, McCole Hardman, with the game-winning touchdown. Let's go take a look.
Can only feel the number of people out there being like, what's going on?
First and goal. Mahomes flings it. It's there! Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City!
And this was the Andy Reid special. This was the Andy Reid special we talked about. He was saving all day. He's going to fake a motion to go across. And at that moment, he turns and goes back. Hardman, who they didn't have, right?
And they win it by 3 on this touchdown throw to McCole Hardman, who started the season as a Jet.
Jim, I want you to know this was an incredible call. What they did, Andy Reid right here, and Mahomes' eyes holding people inside. You cannot look at Mahomes.
Yeah, well, apparently it's as easy as that. It was a great play, and former Jet McCole Hardman was able to seal the deal. So I think we can, circle back around. M-Dog, what did you see about that?
Did you call Hardman a Jets legend?
What
did you say?
I wanted to step in on that, too.
Of course, Jets legend.
That was sarcasm, right?
Yeah. Well, no. What do you mean? Of course.
Do you
not
know his
sarcasm.
journey?
He's a
Do you know-
legend.
How
He's a
many
legend.
years did he play for the Jets?
How many games?
How many
maybe-
games? How many minutes?
maybe 2 games. Maybe
legend.
one
So it
reception.
was sarcasm.
Maybe
I mean, come on.
Maybe 1 reception for
All
2
right.
yards.
It wouldn't have mattered who caught that ball. It's who's throwing it to him.
Really?
It has no. It is no.
Gotta catch the
no
ball,
big
too.
deal who caught
gotta
it.
catch the
It's
That's right.
who was passing to.
Would
him.
you have
Think
caught that
about it.
ball?
You know what? I might have been able to catch that ball. I'll tell you that much. I mean,
Would you have been able to run a
Might
route
have
against
been
an
able
NFL defense?
you know what?
and
I
get
probably
open?
wouldn't have been able to catch the ball because I can't seem to catch a break at all. More on that later on this show. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, we are gonna throw it over to Makai.
Yeah.
Makai, what'd you like about that play?
I don't like anything about that play because the Chiefs won. But
You
but-
wore a Chiefs jersey last show.
Okay. But I picked the 49ers, and I wanted the Chiefs to lose, but I only wore the Chiefs jersey because I didn't have the 49ers. Anyway, so I thought the play actually it was a good schemed play. I just think that San Francisco was not ready at all on that entire drive. They kept playing zone coverage, and it just was not working out.
Yeah, I see that. All right, well, I think it's a good time to take a look at our picks for the Super Bowl. Reminder, they were worth 2 points, I think as every pick has been. So, take a look at that. It was favored more towards the Chiefs. Big Daddy and Wi-Fi, unfortunately, were not able to hold that in. This was a big thing for Makai, too, because we will come back to that later. We'll see why it was big. Candyman, M-Dog, T-Money, that guy. Definitely. You guys were betting against. You were betting with Mahomes until he lost, and ended up working out for you. So, yeah, no, I'm glad able to get those points up. So I think it's a good time to take a look at our standings after these picks with the 2 points. So we'll take a look at that. All right, Candyman, M-Dog tied for first. This was big. It was a big matchup. T-Money, 9-5, Big Daddy, Amakai, both at the bottom at 6-8. So,
I'm going to have to correct you. I mean, you said that each game was worth 2 points. But no, they've all been worth
you
one.
was worth one. All right, I did actually notice.
This time around, 2. Now, that's not what I'm debating, but go ahead. Continue.
I want more M-Dog.
You want more?
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
give
sorry,
you
I didn't mean to
people
say
more.
any, yeah,
all right,
yeah.
I'll give you people more.
Yeah.
All right, listen. Well, I don't think we're there yet. There has to be a slow build up here.
Okay.
So it's even, right? Or it's not even yet. We're up by 1.
You guys are up by 1 over.
We're up by
Yes.
1.
T-Money.
Yep.
Now, every time I've been in a pool, when the people at the top, when it's over, and the people at the top are tied, those 2 people go to the alternative way of scoring. So we have a point total or a final score to untie the 2 people that are on top, which should be me and Candia, not T-Money. T-Money did not make it to the upper echelon.
All right,
if you want to show that statistic or that screen again. So it really should just be between me and Ryan. And I don't know why the heck he isn't upset.
All right,
like I
okay,
am,
all right.
I know
Not
why
even
you
there
are.
yet.
Okay.
I know why you
Love it.
are.
We're in a
It's
college.
going to be okay.
Love it.
You're
So
M-Dog.
what? Do you agree?
Deep
You're
breath.
jumping
Deep breath.
in.
Enough.
Yeah, deep breaths. Go on. All right. So, really, like, we're not even there. We are too. Look,
Well, he
exactly.
said-
Oh, it's back.
There's a
Good,
problem.
good, it's
Please,
back.
Here you go.
Because he
please
said
go
he
back
wanted
to
more
the show.
M-Dog. I wanted to slow down.
No, I like it. I like it.
Yeah, of course, but like, we're not even there. We're not
All right,
there
get
yet.
there, please.
We're
We
moving.
will
We're-
get there.
we're moving.
Hurry up.
All right, so what M-Dog had would just whatever he was just talking about. That was our points challenge. We had another challenge that was also worth 2 points. There were 4 points.
By the way, you didn't make that clear last episode, but okay.
Well, all right. Well, that was last episode. So.
Oh, so we can change the rules this time. All right, let's make it.
Breathe.
21st century America.
Breathe.
It
Breathe,
is-
M-Dog.
I'm just here to stop the steal. Go ahead.
All right. Anyway, so there were 4 points in total to be taken. You had to try and guess the total points scored without going over. So we can take a look at the points there. So yeah, T-Money, he was the closest. There were 47 total points. He was the closest without going over. So wait, hold up. Was there 20? I don't know. Something
I
happened.
would argue that Candia should win. He's technically.
I'll take the
closest.
win.
We shouldn't be going over.
But
It should be closest. This isn't the Price is Right. But go ahead.
Yes.
I like the Price is Right rules.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, exactly. Price is Right rules. So also something else, they had to get the team right to also, or else
He
Mackay
didn't
would
get
have
the
won.
team right. T-Money
That's-
didn't
got
get
the
the
Chiefs
team
right.
That's
T-Money
why
got
the
the
He
team
got the
right.
Chiefs
He
right.
picked the
Mackay did
49ers.
because Mackay actually had 38 when T-Money had 37, which means he would have won, but he picked the Niners. So
Right.
that could have been big. That could have been big for you. So just unfortunate. So we can now take a look at our final standings now with these extra 2 points, and you can see that the legend himself, T-Money, has
The legend
Not
is
even
not
here.
here.
Not even
we
here.
don't even know if he's alive.
Yeah.
Listen,
He's a
I
he's
wanna
a
know
legend. He's a
right
legend
now.
because he's in college and still doing the show.
That's right.
He's not even in high school anymore and he's still doing it.
Could I-
Well,
That
let me-
I
makes
don't
him
agree with
I'll
that.
tell
I
you-
think
I'll tell you.
Mackay
I don't care if you
should
agree
be-
with it.
Should be the host.
I'll tell you why I'm
and,
upset.
And T-Money should be
He's
out.
revolting.
All right, listen,
Deep breath.
listen, here's the deal. I told you how I feel. It should be me and Candia because we have the ultimate point total at the end. The Super Bowl points should be only used if on the people that should be using them. Just like any other pool all of us have ever
Everybody
been in.
had an equal opportunity.
Now forget about equal opportunity.
They
all
did.
right?
Everybody had an equal
He had an
opportunity.
equal-
You should have picked
T-Money.
better. You should have picked better.
That's why
T-Money.
the numbers speak for
T-Money.
themselves.
You should have picked better.
Okay, hold on a second. I know
That's
where you
nobody's
stand.
fault but
I know where
yours.
you stand. So T-Money should have the equal opportunity to join us at a 10-point total. He fell short with 9. He doesn't deserve the opportunity to be involved in the very last prediction of the points. Do you agree with that, Candia?
He's not here.
Wait,
We're here.
So you
I'll tell you why I'm
agree
not-
with my listen.
I'm
With
not
this
here- I'm-
attitude,
my-
dude,
my-
the
my
Jets
glory
are
days are
never
over.
going to win the Super Bowl
breath.
ever.
Deep breath.
With this attitude, you need fight, buddy. No wonder the Jets stink,
Deep
right?
breath.
And this guy
Deep
goes
breath.
with the
It's
Jets
gonna be
too.
okay.
Are you
It's
with
gonna
me?
be okay.
Or are you
All
without?
right.
Are you with me?
My
Or are you
glory
without?
days
I
are
think that M-Dog has to learn a very...
I want Wi-Fi's opinion on this.
Yeah, all right, fine.
now
That's
it goes
all right.
quiet. Oh, now it goes quiet. Okay.
I want your opinions.
Okay, well, I'll give my opinion. I think that it's not right to talk about this because Theo isn't here, and I only say that because he can't defend himself in this argument, so I'm going to play devil's advocate. He was going to
course
play
we know
by
how
the
he
rules.
feels.
He's talking. Give him a chance.
I'm
You're the
going
one
to
that wanted
say,
give him a chance.
I'm playing devil's advocate. I think that he took the opportunity that he was given to try and get the amount of points that he needed to try and win. I don't think in his logic there's anything wrong with that. Now, if you want to take that up with our producer for having us go for bonus points, that's a whole nother story.
Which is not my fault. That's not me. That's not me. You're taking a lot of personal shots
The
at me.
producer is a Steelers fan. And I'm here to stop the steal. For some reason, this producer and T Pennies, because that's what I'm calling him now, not T Money, but T Pennies, T Pennies over here, and our producer, it's illegitimate.
Is it a conspiracy?
Illegitimate.
Conspiracy theory.
I'm
All right.
spelling something.
I
all right?
think that we all have to agree that M-Dog has to learn a very important lesson. Life's not fair.
Oh.
It's not.
Oh,
You should have picked better. Everybody had the equal opportunity.
No,
You
none
should have
had the
picked
equal
better.
opportunity.
You should have. You should have
He
picked better.
shouldn't have
That's
had
it.
the equal opportunity. I should have picked better. Give
You
me a
should
break.
have.
25-22. What was his prediction?
37
I
points.
said 27-24.
You went over. You went
I was
over.
closest,
Give
yeah.
me a break.
Price is right.
You're on the take two, and you're a Jets fan.
And
you're
I'm a
never
Jets
gonna win the
fan.
Super Bowl with this lackadaisical attitude. All right? You and T Pennies and all of them. They're all in it together.
Tommy DeVito is your quarterback.
All
We're
right,
not
well,
talking about the Giants here.
Yeah.
You're wearing a Jets shirt.
Irrelevant.
The Giants
I'll
stink.
tell you why I don't care as much, okay?
Because you're a Jet. You
No,
disappoint me.
My glory days are over.
They obviously are.
The future of Warwick Valley Television is JP and Mackay. They're the talent here. You know, T Money has set the standard. Steve Melling has set the standard here. And the only points I want to talk about is the extra point that was not made by Mr. Moody.
Where did that come
Because if
from?
Mr. Moody kicked that extra point with 11:22 left, fourth quarter, for the 49ers, score is 17-13, we might not even have an overtime, and the Niners might have won. And that kind of skewed all of this
And
entire
I would have hit. I would have hit a score change too. I bet I would have hit a score change too, man.
And our hosts aren't on top of this.
Okay.
All right, we are
What is
gonna
going
go.
on?
We've
It's a
spent way
breakdown.
too much time on this, so we actually do have T Money. He's here to talk about some stuff. So let's get his unbiased opinion.
So he is here.
He is here. Yeah, exactly. You didn't even let me
Well,
finish.
Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, and the Chiefs may have 2 straight Super Bowls. I'm the real dynasty here. I have 3 straight championships now in NFL picks. Look, Candyman, M-Dog, great run. You guys did your best. I respect it. But I am T-Money for a reason. Look, I came in here junior year. I rode Joe Burrow and Stafford and the Rams to the Super Bowl, and I dominated that year. Last year, I came in, I did the exact same thing. I'm not even in the school anymore, and I'm still doing it. Best in the game, T-Money. Let me just stress one more thing. Wi-Fi, I get that you're young. You're a junior, right? You have time. You can develop and grow and continue. Come on, man. 6-10 is not going to cut it. Look, I truly do wish the best for you in your career here at WVTV. But if you're going to carry on my legacy like this as the host of the show, we've got to get those numbers up. So I will be looking out for that in the future. Thank you, everyone, for having me on. And I'll be back next year for a 4th straight title.
Well, I think it's safe to say congratulations to T Money for taking the title home. I was gonna say I think that you, me, you, and not you could say that, but yeah, you're the odd one out here.
I'm willing to make a stand here. A lot of sheep.
Wow. All right. Well,
It's gonna be the Detroit Cubs. Did you say next year? Not the Lions,
Hey.
huh?
all right.
Or the Detroit
blow, man.
Deer?
I love my Lions.
Yeah. You keep loving them. They ain't never gonna win.
That's
I'll tell
okay.
you that much.
We're consistent.
Ay,
They are.
Just like the Giants, I guess.
Oh yeah, well, 100%.
And of course the Jets.
Yep. Well, you see, now that's actually true. That one's just not sarcastic. That one's just a fact.
Yeah.
So anyway, think we can just say, does anybody have any final thoughts on the wrapping up the season?
I was wondering what was going on with T-Money's hair in that shot.
Yeah, we were all wondering that.
Yeah.
I actually do have final thoughts, and I want to say something.
Go.
So with that game being wrapped up, and we saw a repeat of the Super Bowl from a few years ago, and what did we think this was a better Super Bowl than the first time they played, or a worse one?
They were close. They were
question.
both very close. One went to overtime. The other one, was down to one
Final
drive,
minutes,
right?
yeah.
That was it. So
I think if it goes to overtime, you got to think this one's better. I think people thought this was boring because the score was almost 0-0 the entire first half.
I watched
It was very
the entire thing.
defensive-minded, but I'd say this one was better.
yeah, I think so. What do you guys think?
I agree. I think it was a great game. Second Super Bowl where it goes to overtime. Exciting. So, that's the way you wanted to play.
End of the day, I knew Mahomes was going to come back and win the game. You
Yeah.
just felt that.
You can't
the
let
whole
them in. You
time.
can't let them
when
in.
the Niners couldn't pull away,
Yeah.
you just knew it. I mean, you knew it at a certain point, as boring as you might say it was or wasn't.
Missed extra
Mahomes
point.
came, and you can't knock the GOAT until you take down the GOAT. So until further notice, man, he is this generation's GOAT, and he's the new Tom Brady. And let him try and make it 3 in a row. I won't bet against him. I'll tell you that much if he makes the playoffs next year. That's for sure. I didn't bet against him this year. I won't bet against him in the future. And I made the right calls. You people are all on the tape.
Cry some more.
That's all
Anyway.
right. Well, after 50 years, you're not crying anymore, you see. I feel, in a few years I'll calm down, I guess. After you keep taking it from me year after year.
There's always next year, M-Dog. It's going to be okay.
Always next
It's
year.
not going to be okay because we
I've
got
been hearing that for
Danny
13
Dimes
years.
starting at quarterback. At least you technically got a good quarterback there.
That's true. We did.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
did.
I will root for the Lions, I guess, even though I'll call them the Cubs, though.
That's okay.
Jeez. All right. Anyway, now with that being said, that's just gonna wrap up our NFL season finale. So thank you to everybody for watching at home our coverage of this season. But as of right now, we're actually working on a hockey show of Keeping Score. So make sure to come back and give that a watch. So one more time for the NFL from WVTV, I'm JP. Take care, everybody.